Welcome to Bullshit TV. I am your host. So, on today's docket, where it's an update for one of the officers that fatally taken out Breanna Taylor back in 2021. He, Miles Coswell, was basically one of the officers that was working in the Louisville Police Department that fatally taken out Breanna Taylor. He's one of the officers that was accessory to her short term short tenure on this earth. So he's back in the news again. So what is he in the news for? It's nothing good. Just like George Zimmerman and all these other officers that ever has been exposed and been dealt with, or you know what I'm saying, have some type of bad publicity of wrongdoings that they have, you know what I'm saying, escaped with. And we as a country, it's fairly a lot of us that sees the bullshit that's going on. So Mr. Cosgrove is over there in Carroll's County. He was fired from the Kentucky Police Department, and just the George Floyd Act would have helped this situation right here, but he was able to go to another county, to another police department. So he's in the news again with allegedly purposefully ramming his police cruiser into a suspect's vehicle. I don't know what if he was doing a pit maneuver, you know what I'm saying, to get the suspect apprehended, but allegedly that it came across his radar that a stolen trailer or a flatbed was stolen from another county and it came into his county, and it came across his radio that it was coming into his direction, whatever. But for whatever reason, he decided to run his uh, police cruiser into the suspect's vehicle and get out of his police cruiser, and then to point his firearm at the individuals. And the witnesses that was around, again, just like the Breanna case, is saying something that's being completely different what is reported through this police department and even the sheriff that's over this guy. So I don't see how he's able to become a police official once again after he had something like this over his head. It was just the way it ended. And Daniel Cameron, whatever your name is, your days in office is short term because you had a duty to be able to side with this, not even side on the side of the victim, just the right side of justice to make sure something like this never ever happened again because it was on your watch why Breonna Taylor is not here. So just like I said about Kyle Rittenhouse and everybody else that does not get the justice that is supposed to be served for these people, your days, you're always going to be in the news. You always are going to be talked about, and there's someone always watching. So that is just going to show what's going on. It's very, very, very pitiful that they want law and order, but when the order that needs to be served towards their dirty cops, they don't. They want to keep turning a blind eye. George Floyd Act would have completely prevented him going out and becoming a police officer in another county if they if the United States is very very serious about law and order. This is not law and order. Because even if he wasn't found guilty, I don't think he should be on the streets just yet. He needs some freaking therapy, all type of stuff, some retraining, and sometimes you can't train just common sense and human dignity. If they're a bad person, they're just a bad person. Like, I wonder how many mental evals have he had since that incident? Like, that seriously, like checkups, because everybody else report on their mental health after a situation, except for the police. I never hear the sincerity or even compassion from behind some of these reckless behaviors and incidences, and it's never coming from the police. And I know they're not supposed to make statements and all this shit, but if you're really a compassionate human being, I could not have that just sitting in me, and I needed to let the family know, you know what I'm saying, just to be more transparent. But like I said, we never hear what type of mental toll does it take, because the way I look at it, you're out here doing certain things and it has no phase to you, and that's very 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 ugly, very ugly. But Miles Cosgrove, you can go ahead and look him up. Back in the news, he could have been doing his job this time, but it's always going to be tainted with question because we know what he got away with Breanna Taylor, and he almost took another person's life by falsely reporting a botch rate that wasn't supposed to happen to begin with. Almost took, you know, Breanna Taylor's boyfriend at the time. He could have lost his life to the prison system because they wanted to charge him and said that you know, they tried to charge him with attempt of a police officer, which was dropped while this whole thing was steady going on. But it is what it is. Justice will be served one day, and it sucks that Breonna Taylor is not here over some BS. So that's why I call it bullshit TV. Until next time.